Salute, salute, salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men. Y'all already know what it is. Lions and men on deck. Had to hit y'all up yesterday. I apologize for the content that I posted yesterday. It was a little distorted due to the wind, and I didn't do a sound check before I started the video. So I kind of knew it was a little windy. I apologize if y'all ain't really get to hear everything. But I guess I'm kind of gonna pick up from where I left off, but at the same time keep it pushing forward like I always do. You feel me? But I'm gonna do like a little recap for those that wasn't aware of what I was talking about yesterday, because of the certain things was distorted early on in the video. Hopefully, I believe this time I got the audio situated a little bit better, and y'all be able to hear all the content. As y'all see, I'm out here chilling, I'm macking. I just finished coming back from doing my little morning jog and all that. Washed up, came back outside to chop it up with y'all. So yesterday, basically what I was talking about was how we was controlling the house in OBCC Far North. Me, myself, Mickey Mouse, Chael, and my son Dat, the homie Tyson, and Twin Red Rum. Now he ain't king, he wasn't blood either, but he used to rock with the homies a lot. And basically, he was with us. They had their own phone. He was running the neutral phone, but they was with us. We was a team, you feel me? And we ran that house for a minute. We was there taking care of the peoples. And when dudes had to get dealt with, they got dealt with accordingly though. Everything was accordingly. Everything wasn't just like jumping out the window with no parachute like the majority of these dudes they got reps did. They was jumping out the window. And unfortunately, they did the majority of their bid in the box. I can't sit here and act like I wasn't in the box. Yeah, I was in the box a lot too. But the difference with me was that when I was in the box, I was trying to get out the box, you heard? Because I knew the box wasn't where it was at. That's where niggas was hiding. A lot of people don't want to admit that. And it's crazy because I'm seeing dudes talk now. A lot of big people are very boisterous, very, very outspoken now, and they talking all this tough shit, but nobody's talking about how dudes was hiding in the box. The box is protective custody on the low. It's PC without being PC, because nobody could touch you, bro. Nobody could get at you at all, because you in the box. How's a dude like me gonna get at you in the box? How? It's very, very, very hard. Let me say that. Very hard. So a lot of dudes was hiding in the box and making it look like, no, they was putting work in. They was scratching dudes, bro. Scratching dudes. Now, let me not take away from the ones that was putting in all that pain in on both sides of the fence. Like in the early 90s, in the 80s, it was different then. That was different. They wasn't charging you if you cut a police. They wasn't charging you unless you really blew a dude's neck open and hit an artery or something. You cutting dude in the face, you wasn't getting charged. Now, there was those that was crash dummies that, and I say crash dummies because that's what they was. You sacrifice for what? All you dudes the sacrifice for whatever it was, Kings, Bloods, Crips. You sacrifice for what? What do you got now? GoFundMe page? Yo, OGs got GoFundMe pages, twin, and they were sending me the link, so I seen it. I even donated. You heard? Salute. That's how I give it up. But come on, and y'all want to talk tough, try to discredit somebody. But anyway, OBCC Far North, yesterday's content was basically about how we was running the house and how when I went on a visit, I was basically articulating how the COs was like working with us, with me, personally, me. Let me say me. The COs, the two steadies on the visiting floor, it was in my pocket. Like, or basically I was in their pocket. However you want to put it. I was doing what I wanted to do on the visiting floor, except for like literally busting ass. I was getting head. I was on the visiting floor till I wanted to leave. I used to leave like, yo, baby, I'm out. Because I wanted to get up. Everybody's leaving. They're like, yo, what's up with this dude? I used to hear people complain like, yo, why he still sitting here? Because you not me. You just wasn't me. It's just a fact. So, dudes was really living like kings and making the best out of an uncomfortable situation and making it as comfortable as possible, which is what I did, which is what we did. Everywhere I was at. OBCC 5 North is just one location, one building in Rikers Island that I was at as an adult when I got locked up January 26, 2000. So, I was in that building the whole time, all the way till they put me on the wheel. Because they said I was fucking some teacher. They put me on the wheel. And that's when I went to every building, and I never even got to a house, bro. They was just like violating me. Every time I got to a ballpens in the 3 building, they'll leave me in the ballpens all day. Then I go to 9-5. It was basically like the ballpens was my house. And they had me on the wheel for a minute, so I finally got to the beacon. And they're like, yo, let's put them in the beacon. And that's when I went to the beacon. And I got stories for the beacon also. Because I was in population. I was in the box also, but I was mostly in population. So basically, that's what it was about yesterday. So today, I'm going to continue from there, right? And keep it on OBCC 5 North. It was a crazy house. Because at the time, I wasn't really fucking with the Kings at all. When I mean I wasn't fucking with the Kings at all, I say that if I didn't know you, I wasn't embracing you. And if you was a king and you came through, I wasn't even saying shit until I seen or I felt that you was one of the real ones. The blessing in disguise when the war came with the Bloods. This is some real shit that y'all about to hear. This is the blessing in disguise when the war started with the Bloods. Was the Bloods ended up actually helping us, the Kings, separate the cats from the lions. You start seeing the ones that's not really real. The ones that's just not, they're not lions. But at the same time, you know, our nation was developed differently. The Bloods literally started, it was straight violent. Just cut, eat, or food, or be food. That's what they basically, that was their thing. Eat food or be food. We was all more like family oriented. You feel me? We had a structure. Like, we had lessons. We had all of that shit, you know, in the beginning when it came with the homies, it wasn't like that. They was just all over the place. And they was taking anybody. They wasn't even checking paperwork, bro. They was taking anybody. Looking like that little nigga also bitchly. You think that if he would have came to my castle and I would have seen that he shot a fucking 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid, he would have still been repping? I'd be like, yo, I don't even care like how he says it. The only way that you could get a pass is if basically you were shooting and it was a, you know, what's the word? The word is casualty. Somebody, like you shooting at somebody, but you hit somebody else by mistake. From what I'm hearing, that's not the case at all with this dude. You shot an 11-year-old child. For whatever reason, I don't know whatever the reason is, bro. You's a piece of shit. And all the homies that's embracing you is fucking birds. How you embracing somebody that shot an 11-year-old kid? I ain't know all of this stuff, bro. People were telling me about this dude. But anyway, that's the type of time. That's the type of energy. That's the difference between the homies and the Kings and a lot of different organizations. They was just taking everybody and anybody, B. They wanted the numbers. So they kind of did us a favor, to be honest with you, man. They really did. You know, and at the end of the day, everywhere I went, I was living good. as good as could be for somebody that's incarcerated. For all these dudes that want to try to say I be capping, which is mostly like the homie, I'm capping. Bro, I was all over the state. Had somebody pull up that was with me. Because the ones that was with me, they're like, yeah, Chulo, y'all hear what you're saying. And I ain't got them on here because I don't need validation. I know how I was giving it up. I know where I was at. I know all the facilities I was at. I know what years I was there. I know when I was in the box. Boom. Let's get into that. I'm happy I said that. Dudes was talking about Magoo. When I talked about Magoo in response to something that also bitchly said, I said the Magoo situation about him refusing me as a bunkie. Let me help y'all. Let me help educate the homies. Let me help give y'all real history that obviously y'all don't know. And even the nigga Tankhead don't know. Or unless he do know, but y'all niggas is just like trying to maneuver around it. Let me help you with that. Was he single cell? Eventually. Keyword. Question mark. Was he single cell eventually? Yes. Was he single cell when I was there? No. That motherfucker had a bunkie, bro. Magoo ain't had no bunkie. His bunkie was a homie. I forgot the homie name. He had a bunkie. Now let me educate y'all and tell y'all briefly, real quick. It's not even a long story. Magoo ended up being single cell after he cut somebody on the visiting floor in upstate box. Let me say it again. Magoo became single cell after he cut somebody in upstate box. Do I have to say it again? Because the man before that was able to have, but he didn't get sent to upstate box. And they say he couldn't have no bunkies. Per Albany, like those were saying. The Per Albany happened after he shot somebody in the visiting floor in upstate box. You know how I know this? I was dead, bro. I was in upstate box. This is all after he refused me as a bunkie, dude. Like, I don't care, like, come on, son. It's a little annoying when dudes is trying to, like, assassinate your character or try to, like, say you lying. But they don't even got all the facts. They wasn't there either. Where the fuck was y'all at? Like, anyway. So now y'all know. Magoo was single cell in upstate after he made a movie on the visiting floor. Who he shot on the visiting floor, I forget. I don't even think it was a bro. It was somebody that like he just like I think it was actually a homie that was fooled. And I think it was a homie that was fooled that didn't put work in, and he shot the homie on the visiting floor as he was leaving. You feel me? And in upstate box, when you in the box, they keep all your shit on, but you don't have no mittens on your hands. It's not Rikers Island. So he was able to do what he did. I don't know how bad the cutting was. I don't know if it was a scratch or not. So I ain't gonna start freestyling. A lot of shit with scratches. Let's not get it twisted. Because if you got cuffs on and shackles, like, yo, bro, it's gonna be hard for you to get a good cutting, man. To like really twist somebody's shit open. But anyway, that's just for y'all, for clarification. You feel me? Gotta clarify things. The dude was single cell after he made a movie in upstate. He made a movie. I give him that. I'm not saying the dude wasn't pussy. He was just a snake and a manipulator. He was a lying ass nigga. And sometimes I feel a certain type of way when I'm speaking about people that are in prison, that are never gonna come home, that I possibly never gonna see. Because it's like, I really don't like that. That shit puts a bad. I don't like that. But it's the truth though. You know? It's like, I can't let people get away with perjury. You feel me? Don't sit here and try to act like like that nigga did not refuse me as a bunkie. He did. 100% facts. Moving on. At the end of the day, living like a king or living like a bum. Living like a king or living like a savage. living like a lion or just living like an animal in a fucking cage, which is at the end of the day how they treat us regardless. In a cage, we animals, right? We go from one cage to another cage to another cage, especially when you're in the box. Your shower is a cage, bro. The first time I went to take a shower, when I was in the box on the island, and I'm walking down the gallery to go wash up, I just got out my cell, got escorted down to the other cell, which was a shower, bro. It's another cage, man. They opened it, put me in there, boom, close it with a slap. That was my first time, like, damn. I'm like, even in the shower, I'm in the cage, twin. When you go to the yard, leave your cage, and they put you in a big-ass bird cage outside. That wasn't for me, bro. Like, I know if I had to, anything that I did, I'm the type of dude that's this, bro. Anything that I did, if I knew I did it and I got caught, I accept it, bro. I'm like, alright, I did it. I'm going to the bank. I'm going to do this amount of time. That's what it is. I'm going to try to appeal it as best as I can, because you always could appeal stuff if your pen game is right. So that was the type of energy I was on. I was never the type of dude that wanted to stay in the box. Even when I had to put work in, if I had to put work in the box, which I have. I've done it. I've did it. C-74 in the bank, going out to the yard. I made it hot. It was nothing but bloods. I'm the only king that was there. They cracked my pen, and I didn't even know my cell was like, I didn't even know what the fuck was going on. My cell just opened. You feel me? I came out that bitch, and I went out to the yard. Didn't get all the way out to the yard. We didn't make it all the way out to the yard, because I knew that if I would have made it out to the yard now, I got everybody against me. So now I got to make a movie before I get all the way out past the mag anyway. You know what I'm saying? I got to step on a chain. And I was lucky that I was the last one that came out and make it hot. So the mindset for certain individuals is different. Like, you got to keep in mind, like, some dudes is sociopaths, man. Some dudes is psychopaths. Some dudes is just straight killers, but they have no morals or no ethics. Like, no rules. They say there's no rules to war. Even some of my bros be saying that and preaching that, yo, there's no rules when it comes to war. Bro, if you do anything to a child or a lady or an old lady or a woman, you's a bitch. You's a fuck. You scum of the earth. You need to get everything that happened to you happen for a reason. Because, like, come on, bro. I'm not gonna shoot you. Like, we talking about war on the island between the Bloods and the Kings. These dudes we was just cutting everybody. Some people was getting stabbed. But we wasn't dudes. That's not even like, to be honest with you, bro. It's kind of weird when I think about it now. I mean, in hindsight, being that I lived through it, been through it, seen a lot, did a lot. And now when I think back on it, it's like, it's weird that at the end of the day, the dudes is justifying doing things to women and kids now because we was at war. That same war was in the streets. You wasn't going into their crib, shooting nobody, murdering the whole family because of the war. And all y'all doing, all everybody was doing on the island was cutting, was razor tag, bro. You wasn't even trying to catch a body. You wasn't trying to stab somebody. You wasn't trying to cut somebody's neck open. They was playing razor tag and scar you for life. That's basically what it was. That was called eating food, for at least for the homies. Me? Bro, I was trying to take your lung out. I can't have an ice pick with me or a knife with me everywhere I go. But if I'm in my building, in my block, in my house, like OBCC, I didn't have no razor in my hand. I had a knife, bro. I had a knife. I wasn't trying to cut nobody. I was trying to lay you the fuck out. Most of these dudes was just trying to cut people and run. Yo, I'm going to end it on this one. Quick story. I think I talked about it actually. C Gutter. Salute to C Gutter. He's the Crip. I know everybody probably familiar with C Gutter. He's the Crip that was rapping with Biggie. Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls, one of the best rappers that ever. One of the greatest rappers ever, period, to be honest with you. I mean, that was alive, that basically, I mean, changed the game when it came to the rap game. So anyway, C Gutter was Biggie's man. C Gutter ended up coming to Wyoming Correctional Facility. C Gutter came to Wyoming Correctional Facility. Word was out. Wyoming was all Bloods and Kings. This is early, I want to say like 03. I want to say, right? He got cut. He got shot at commissary. I was there. Nigga, this is another thing. You can't say I was there. Like literally at commissary when he got shot. I didn't know who the hell he was, but I already knew that C Gutter was in the building and he was in the front. See, I was in the back of where it was at. Like it was lit in the back. The front was kind of like, but you know, they put work in eventually. So what happened is, C Gutter comes through, the word is out. He's a known Crip. We in a jail that's predominantly populated by Bloods. He's at commissary. They give two homies the mission. We at commissary, he's coming out with his bag. As he got his bag, is when he gets shot. Bam. They cut the dude from behind. He dropped his bag immediately. You know what he did? I think I talked about this on one of mine. I don't know if I did or not, but you know what he did when he got shot? He beat the dude ran, first of all. Let me say that. He dropped his bag. Like, what the fuck? And he realized he got cut. He popped on the dude. They cut him. And then when he popped on the dude, they cut him. The dude ran. The homie ran. The homie ran. That nigga ran. Now, for those that's familiar with Wyoming correctional facility, y'all know, like the commissary, if I'm correct, it's like the building, the mess hall, I think, is behind us, right? And then, you know, we got the track that goes all the way to the back. He jumped on the track. And guess what C Gutter did? Salute the C Gutter. He chased him down. He chased the homie down and beat the brakes off of him. They had to pull up, the police had to pull up in the fucking vans, right? To get him off of the homie that shot him. He was bleeding the whole time, leaking all over the place, bro. Chased the motherfucker like a whole block on the track, bro. I'm over there like this. I don't even think I ain't get my commissary yet. I was still waiting for them to call me. They probably called my number. I'm like, yo, hold on. Look at this shit. He chased him down and beat the brakes off the blood nigga. They cut him. I have to admit, I think the cutting was a nice little. They caught him nice. I don't know how bad it was, to be honest, but I know he was leaking crazy. So he got cut. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a scratch. But at the end of the day, he beat the brakes off the dude that shot him. That's how, you know, like, sometimes these dudes that was be claiming all these dudes that they cut, first of all, you got caught every time you made a movie, bro. Every time you got caught, that's reckless. You know how much shit that I did in jail that I got away with, bro? Which is why I'm here right now, like this. Look, y'all see that? That's my backyard. Y'all know why? Because I wasn't moving reckless. I was doing things when things had to get done. I wasn't just jumping out the window for notoriety. Feel me? I knew that I had to live. I knew that I was fighting a case. And I already knew that you got a lot of crash dummies. I wasn't a crash dummy. Most of these big monsters was crash dummies and hiding in the box. Hiding in the box. Catching cases in the box. To stay in the box. Because they couldn't live in population. I was in population, bro. Everywhere I went. Population, man. Attica population. Clinton population. Wyoming. Franklin population. Everywhere. Green population. Like, cat, I was always in pop. Shit get hot, make a movie. If I get caught, it's not automatically you just do something because somebody says somebody tell me somebody fool. He who fool? Alright. He gotta get got. Alright. I'm not on site, nigga say on site. On site when I know that I could do him dirty and get away with it. Unless we in the pins together, now that's different. So it's certain situations where on site is on site because, like, listen, you see a dude walking on the walkway, you're already prepared. You know if somebody's on site, you know, like, yo, this dude is on site. This dude is on site. You got to make it hot. So I'm already moving. Let me say me. I'm already moving prepared. So I'm already like, and I'm always going to be looking where the CO's at, where he at. Like, I'm always trying to make sure that I could do something and get away with it. Not do something and then I just don't care. Nah, I wasn't like that. I wasn't a sociopath. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't somebody that wanted to be always in the box. I was somebody that liked to eating and getting packages and stuff like that. I was appreciating me being able to eat meals. I was eating spaghetti, rice and beans, chicken, banquet, you heard? The box of banquet, bro, every day we had, pause, we had net bags, pause, because this is going to sound crazy, net bags of summer sausages and pepperonis. Net bags in the refrigerator of summer sausages and pepperoni, bro. Chopping up that summer sausage, pepperoni, throw that shit in the sauce. That goes in the sauce for the spaghettis. It goes into the beans for the bichuelas. Whenever we doing our arroz on yellow rice, like, yo, bro, I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? And I made the best out of a crazy, fucked up situation. And everywhere I went, it was the same thing. I always made the best out of a crazy, messed up situation. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to be sitting here glorifying a bunch of crash dummies. Because to be honest with you, that's what the fuck they was. Crash dummies. They ended up sacrificing for what? For now, what, 20 years later, 30 years later, you got a GoFundMe page? A GoFundMe page, bro. I don't even got my Cash App on here yet. And when I do, everything is for LIONS&MEN, not for my personal gain, not for my pocket. Of course, I'm always chasing the bag because I gotta eat. I got bills that I gotta pay. So I'm not worried about. I'm good. I know how to get that bag. The bag coming to me, and now with this YouTube shit popping, that's another bag. I ain't even gonna lie, it's another bag. I haven't even cashed the check yet for YouTube, bro. I got my partnership going, I got monetized and all that. I ain't even cashed the check yet. But I know I'm in a way better place than a lot of these dudes is. You feel me? My mindset is different. These dudes still got the same mentality of crash dummies. And they gonna end up crashing again. Watch them end up jumping out the window doing some stupid shit. Watch. And we already see that it's starting to unfold. These dudes are shooting at each other. You feel me? At the end of the day, I'm on a different type of time, twins. It's all about family. It's all about moving forward. It's all about being able to have a location like this in your life. Something that you like. You don't like the beach, fine. Just stay in the projects. That's all good. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you do, guess what? This is where it's at. This is what I like. I like that when I be able to come out my crib every day. This is what I got access to. This is my scenery, bro. This is where I live. This is where I'm at, bro. I'm not going out my way driving miles and miles to go find a nice location. No, I'm going across the street, twin. Across the street is where I'm going. And being that it's summertime is where I'm gonna do all my vids. Outside on the beach. You know why I love the scenery, man? I ain't even gonna lie. Now, Summertime, y'all know it's gonna be lit. When I do this right here, in the summertime, it's not summertime yet. This shit right here, all y'all gonna see is ass. Booty, 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 rock. It's gonna be ass. So y'all gonna have my handsome face, and every time I move out the way, I'm gonna let y'all see a little ass, you heard? Y'all already know what it is. Lions and Men twins. Nothing but the truth, nothing but facts, never cat. 100%. Y'all already know what it is. One.